And welcome back to Coach's Corner, powered to you by Central Hydraulics, distributor of Boss Plows and Equipment for over 26 years. I'm your host, Paul Vold, as we get a recap over the weekend, a weekend sweep for your Granite City Lumberjacks. 3 games, 3 wins. Head coach for your Lumberjacks, DJ Vold, joins us here this week. And of course, Coach, we start off with the game that started the weekend, which was on Friday, believe it or not, against the Moose. A tough contest coming into it, but handled business, a 9-1 victory at home to finish off against the Moose there. I mean, right from the very start, things seemed to be just a little bit different than past contests against the Moose. Looking back at the game as a whole, what was really leading to that success for the Lumberjacks?
I think we're just ready to go. It's a game we had circled since the last time we played them, and there weren't any surprises. We had struggled against them in a handful of games prior to that, so we were ready to go. And yeah, when we're ready to go, we're tough to beat.
Yeah, and one thing we've certainly seen, especially now in the back half of the season with that long season grind is so far, is the physicality of the team really picking things up too, and that certainly led to it in that contest. Kind of got them a little bit off their game, of course, attacking their goaltender, at least with shots, and obviously getting up 4-0 in the first period helped, but the physicality has really showed itself, and especially in that game on Friday.
Yeah, I mean, it's that time of year. It's every game we play is playoff hockey from here on out. So that's kind of how we approached it this past weekend. It's kind of a simulated playoff series with 3 games, so we wanted to make sure we won the series and played hard.
And of course, you take that momentum with the win on Friday, carry it into Saturday against the Willmar Warhawks at home, which was United Heroes League night for the team too, winning 4-0 as well, making it back-to-back shutouts against Willmar for Trent Peterson. Now, we'll talk about him first, of course, with him getting a lot more, confidence as the seasons come along, especially in the second half of the season, but now posting back-to-back shutouts against Willmar. You have to be happy with his performance, especially as of late.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everything's clicking for him. The speed of the game is slowing down for him, and he's seeing the puck really well. Obviously, if we can get performances like that coming down the stretch, we welcome him and hope he continues to trend in the right direction.
And of course, with that contest, the 4-0 win seemed to be a little bit of a sluggish start for the team. Of course, with the riding of the momentum, maybe you didn't want to, obviously take the foot off the gas from Friday into Saturday. But the team really did think of ways to figure it out and extend itself into the second period and from that point forward.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little slower start. It was right, Friday night's a night where a lot of things go our way. We get a lot of bounces, and it's frankly a little easier for us. Willmar showed up ready to play. They're in the middle of a playoff race in the last spot, so it was a slower start for us. They came out fast, and then from there, I think in the second and third period, we kind of locked in and did our job to get the win.
Of course, then facing Willmar for the second time in the weekend, a road matchup, home and home to finish off the weekend. 9-1 victory at their place to finish off the weekend too. Really breakout second period for the team there. You're up 1-0 after 1, ultimately leading 5-1 after 2. I mean, we've said it a whole bunch here in the second half of the season. Special teams is a big factor. You get a shorthanded goal, and of course, power play also showed up in that contest too.
Yeah, that helps, especially come this time of year. If your power play and PK are on point, it usually leads to you having a good chance to win. That and goaltending, and we had all 3 of them going Sunday, and it was a business trip for us. We want to go down to Willmar, take care of business, and get back here. So.
Now you wrap up the weekend, of course, 3 games, a weekend sweep, get a little bit of a lighter day to start off the week, then focusing back in to finish up the regular season against Alexandria on the road as well. Just try to keep things light in the front half of the week before you start to lock it back in for the weekend coming up.
Yeah, we did a media day today. Obviously, this interview can be technically considered a media day too. So we had the boys come in, stretch, kind of be around, hang out. A couple guys got on the ice for videos and stuff for Anders, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we'll kind of button up everything and be ready to roll on Friday.
Of course, you can stay up to date with everything going on with your Lumberjacks and their schedule coming up on the road this weekend at Alexandria by going to na3hl.com. Head coach for your Granite City Lumberjacks, DJ Vold, joins us here this week on Coach's Corner. Be sure to stick around for more here with Coach's Corner, which is powered to you by Central Hydraulics, distributor of Boss Plows and Equipment for over 26 years. We'll be right back after this.
Start the engine, shine the light into the storm. Knuckles white, and the clock ticks. Time does not define me, it drives me to keep roads, schools, and storefronts open. Although the job is done for now, the clock will always.
Welcome back to Coach's Corner this week, proudly presented to you and powered by Central Hydraulics. I'm your host, Paul Vold, as we get 2 for 1 here with our players interview this week. Of course, we've got number 18, Carter Oothoudt, and also number 4, Brady Moore joins us here this week. Fellas, thanks so much for joining us here.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely. Of course, before we get to talk about the 3-game sweep of the weekend for the Lumberjacks, we'll start off with, of course, our player introductions. Brady, tell us where you're from and how long you've been playing hockey.
My name's Brady. I'm from Eau Claire, Wisconsin, and I played hockey for about 16 or 17 years now.
All right. How about you, Carter?
Yeah, I'm Carter Oothoudt. I'm from Little Falls, Minnesota, and I've been playing hockey for around 10 to 12 years now.
Of course, with the journey for you two guys coming from obviously different programs leading up to this season, Brady, why'd you end up here with Granite City?
I had a really good buddy come through here the last 2-3 years, and I've been in contact with DJ and the whole staff since I was in high school, and ended up needing a change of scenery, and everything ended up coming full circle, and worked out. I came here in the summertime.
Carter, I know that you were a little bit later to join the Lumberjacks. Why come here to Granite City?
Yeah, it's just a great organization. I've had a contact with DJ since my sophomore year of high school, so there's always been a good relationship there, and especially with some past Little Falls players coming, so I thought it was a good fit for me to come back and play.
Of course, with the weekend of a sweep for the Lumberjacks, 3 games, 3 wins. Starting off the game, a 9-1 victory over the Minnesota Moose. Of course, Brady talking about that contest overall. I mean, it was a much different start for the Lumberjacks, getting up 4-0 in that first period. I mean, what were you seeing out there for the team, at least to get off to that good start and ultimately, get that win against the Moose?
Yeah, I mean, they kind of had our number all year, and the energy was good in the locker room and stuff. And for the guys, we really needed that win and stuff, especially leading up into playoffs, and hopefully to keep it rolling going forward.
Of course, there was a little bit more physicality in that contest, too. Of course, Aldi gets that fight in the mix there to really start off the weekend of fisticuffs and those other contests against Wilmer. But, I mean, was it, nice to see, of course, a little bit more physicality and see the guys respond, too?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, physicality like that gets everybody going, so it's always a good thing to see.
Yeah, absolutely. Of course, carrying the momentum of the contest from Friday into Saturday. Much different contest overall. A little sluggish, but a 4-0 victory against Wilmer. Carter. It made back-to-back shutouts for Trent Peterson and net. That had to be really nice to see Skinner play really well against Wilmer.
Yeah, I thought he played great. Our goalies have been really stepping it up big here as of late, so that's awesome.
Of course, like I mentioned too, a little bit of a sluggish start for the team there on Saturday, coming off the game on Friday. What did you see really as a big difference from the start to really cap things off there in the last 2 periods?
Yeah, I just thought we had a lot different speed of legs than we did on Friday against the Moose. We kind of just came out a little sluggish, but we finished with a win, and that's all that matters, so.
Absolutely. And you finish off the weekend with that second of the home-and-home matchup. Bookend the weekend with 9-1 wins Sunday at Wilmer, too. It was a real breakout second period for the team there. What did you guys really see as a big difference, from the game on Friday, or I should say the game on Saturday against Wilmer into the game on Sunday?
Yeah, I thought the guys were just having fun on the bench. I thought we were all having a great energy. I thought it was just we were working really well together, and a lot of communication on the ice, so.
And finish off the weekend, too, with those 3 straight wins. Now it's just a 1-game weekend coming up here against Alexandria down at their place to wrap up the regular season. Brady, what's been a real big focus here this week of practice just in preparation in that matchup against Alexandria?
Yeah, I mean, just trying to get everybody healthy, keep the legs moving and everything, and it should be a fun crowd because Alex usually brings a good crowd and stuff, and yeah, it should be a fun game.
Yeah, Carter, of course, too, with the matchup against Alexandria. They are, trying to get something built up ready here for the postseason, too. What do you see here as a big focus for the guys to kind of key in with this tough matchup coming up?
Yeah, I think we just got to keep up with our physicality that we've brought kind of this last week over these last couple of games, and the energy on the bench and all that. I think if we do that, we're gonna be pretty good rolling into the playoffs here.
Of course, we do have the matchup against Alexandria on the road this Saturday. Check it all out on, of course, na3hl.com with the full schedule, and also check out the broadcast on AHL TV. We've got Brady Moore, Carter Oothoudt this week here on Coach's Corner. Now we get to the fun part here with some rapid-fire questions. You guys ready?
Oh, yeah.
All right, Brady, we'll start here with you. What is the pregame routine for you to start right away in the morning? Does it come out here at the rink? What gets you ready there for game day?
I don't really have a big routine. I mean, I'm not super I forget the word for it. Yeah,
Superstitious.
superstitious. I'm not really superstitious, so I'll just kind of take it day by day, and yeah.
All right, Carter, how about for you? What gets you ready with the pregame routine?
Yeah, same here. I'm not a big superstitious guy. I kind of just do an energy drink before the game, make sure I get a good stretch and warm up with the guys, play a little suey, and then just kind of lock in and prepare for game time.
Anything you guys eat beforehand, kind of a pregame meal that is kind of a go-to for you?
I usually just go to Noodles and Company or Chipotle or something. It's close to my billet house, so whatever I'm feeling that day.
Yeah, Chipotle is a big one for me. I love Chipotle. So.
All right, here with your time here with Granite City, you guys prefer the red or the white sweaters?
I like the white ones. It's always fun playing at home, so yeah.
I'd have to go red. I like the red Jays a lot. So.
Red ones are always my favorite too. Yeah. Favorite away rink you guys have played at here with Granite City?
I had to go with Alex. They always have a good crowd, and usually the games are really fast and physical, so it's always a good time.
Yeah, I haven't played at Alec yet, but I'd have to say I like Mason City's rank a lot. It's a really nice rank.
All right. Of course, we got to talk about one thing. What is the oldest piece of equipment you've got in your hockey bag? How long have you had it?
Gotta go with my shin guards. I think I've had it since my freshman year of high school. Pretty torn apart, so probably need new ones.
Carter, how about you?
For me, it'd probably be my elbow pads. Yeah, I can't remember the last time I got new elbow pads. They're falling apart and all that. So.
All right, now we get a couple of chances here and maybe throw a couple guys under the bus. Which guy in the team comes right off the ice there and has just got maybe doesn't watch his gitch? Who's got the biggest BO? Maybe just stinks overall. Who smells the worst?
I'd go with Mason Ray. He's a big, sweaty guy, so.
Okay, Mason Ray.
I'd have to agree on that. I'd go Mason Ray as well. He's my stallmate, so yeah, I'll throw him under the bus as well.
All right, who on the team's got the worst, as the kids say these days? Double checking my notes. Who's got the worst drip on the team?
I don't know.
I can start this one. I don't know. I'd say Gavin Forrest. He's not a big drippy guy.
Okay.
I love the kid though.
Yeah. I'll agree with that. I live with them, so. Yeah.
Now, we've had a couple of changes as of late, but who on the team is probably talking the most from the moment they get in the locker room to maybe the minute they leave the rink? Who's constantly not, just doesn't stop talking?
Either Caleb Alderson or Patty Deniski. They're always saying something, so.
I like it.
I would have to go with Brandon Willis. Yeah, he's always talking in the locker room and everywhere, so he's a chat box. So.
All right, final question here for you guys. We're not going to be making fun of anybody, but of course here with Granite City, what do you guys want to get here out of your time with personal goals with the time with Granite City?
Win a championship.
Yeah, for sure. Win a championship this year. That's the end goal, so.
We've got Carter Oothoudt and Brady Moore joining us here this week on Coach's Corner. Again, the Lumberjacks back in action coming up this Saturday against Alexandria. Be sure to stay up to date with your Lumberjacks schedule as we head towards the playoffs, wrapping up the regular season this weekend by going to na3hl.com. You can also find out much more and check out this Saturday's game by going to NATV. Of course, this is Coach's Corner, powered to you by Central Hydraulics, distributor of Boss Plows and equipment for over 26 years. I'm your host, Paul Vold. We'll check in with you guys next week.